welcome back. We've had some requests for chair yoga workout. This is going to be very quick and efficient as opposed to the other ones which had repetitions. This one's going to be more about seconds and more about comfort. So you will do this one as many seconds or holds or poses or pauses as you want to maintain a pose. I'm actually using a chair. This is going to be a chair yoga with some standing poses. The goal is do what you can, what feels right, what feels good in your body, what feels good in your joints. Many of you have some joint hypermobility, joint issues, joint pain. The goal is do what feels right. The more you can do, the better. The goal is if you feel very pained and sort of pull back a little. And the next day you feel very wiped out. Maybe next time you do this, just do a little less. The more you do each day, over times, over weeks, the more you'll gain and have more strength and endurance. And you can actually use this as a supplement, maybe in the days when you're doing cardiac rehab or more intense workouts, as a more modified, sort of ease in exercise, or as another exercise for a more trying to get the adrenaline down or grounding one. So the one thing we always do first sometimes is at least a few seconds just to feel grounded, feet in the ground, palms down, palms up, just settle in. Always try to just give yourself a few moments of quietness, peace. Make sure things around you are calm. Just try to have that moment to yourself. So it really is important before you just jump into this, try to give yourself 5 or 10 minutes of calmness, quietness, try to get that room space settled, just have it sort of your Zen moment, calm moment for yourself, okay? Again, whatever that is for you. Some of you might just need a few moments, some of you might need longer. The next pose is going to be is just what he calls a mountain pose, stand, and palms out, feet as far as you want, feet as far as you want together, feet as far as you want, hands out. And you're going to stand as long as you want. Some just 5 seconds, some might be a minute. And some of you might want to close your eyes. It's a great way to work on your balance. Some of you keep your eyes open. Do this as long as you want. And then actually some of you might actually want to just do this, just hands out in a chair, arms out, or arms in your lap again. It's all good, as long as you're doing this. And if you can do this in a chair, try not to have your back touching the back of the chair. That'll get some core engagement for yourself. I'm actually going to have my phone open here, just so I can do this. The next chair thing we're going to do is called chair pose. For those who are more trying to find your strength and starting from the beginning, and at least you're trying, it's good, is chair pose. You can sit in a chair and lean forward. Back is not against the chair. Lean forward. You're going to actually lean forward. So you're going to create like a V for your pelvic upper torso, like a V. So you're going to be like this. And if you're leaning, your back's not going to touch the chair. And then for you who are a little more good to go, a little more advanced, you're going to lift your tush off the chair, bend the knees, and hold it as long as you want. 2 seconds, 5 seconds, a minute, whatever you want. Okay, down. Great. And now we're going to get up to a more standing pose, and then hands up, and a slight back bend. Some of you might be able to bend back further. Some might just have maybe a 1-inch bend. Some of you might not even be able to bend. Some of you just bend your knees and rock back and forth. Some of you might just bend back in the chair. Just create some motion or rocking. You want to get that spine moving. A lot of times with chronic health issues, we stop moving our body, and that you want to get those joints moving. Joints need to move to lubricate them, and just lubricating the joints helps reduce pain. So just doing that, you can stand for as long as you want, or back and forth, or just that movement. Great. Now, the next motion is some motions side to side for a minute. And you can do this either standing, hands going up and down your hips, Or you can do this even in a chair, just back and forth, back and forth. Next pose is going to be, a tree pose. Some of you can actually do this, where you actually hold your foot up to your inner thigh, hands up to your chest. Some of you might actually just put your foot on your chair, on your inner cap. Some of you might just have your foot bent and touching the floor. And some of you might actually need to just sit in a chair and hold your leg up like this. That's your chair pose, and do this. What you're going to try and do is try to have one leg elevated. So even if you're in a chair, just try to make your modified chair pose. So you're going to actually just have your one leg touch the other leg and make a tree, or make a tree. You know, I had to find my balance on this carpet. So, and some of you might actually want to sway a little. Okay. And then the next pose is going to be a good stretch. I'm going to put the chair this way, and you're going to do a stretch. And some might actually use the back of the chair. Make sure the chair's sturdy again. Just lean forward and stretch. And lean into it. And some of you might use the lower part of the chair. And try to do as far as you can, as long as you can. And again, with all this, make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Remember, the rule is inspiration. There's videos on the YouTube channel that's slow breaths in, speech and heart rate out, slow breaths out, slows your heart rates down. It's a great opportunity to work on your breathing. Do as long as you can. Okay, get the next one here. So we're going to start doing some more things here, some more stretching. So I'm going to turn the chair this way so you can see this. And this is another stretch. You're going to lean forward and sort of pull the back of the chair like you're actually trying to pull the chair away. You're actually, you're pulling, trying to pinch your shoulder blades together. Do the best you can. What's right for you. It means if you're pinching, picture as if you're pinching a brick between your shoulder blades, or a tennis ball between your shoulder blades, and you're stretching your arms. Again, do what's right for yourself. Up to a minute. Or how many seconds you can do. Again, one thing we're going to do again is some arm stretches. Up to one side. As many seconds as you can. Up to the other side as many seconds as you can. Up to one side as many seconds as you can. Up to one side as many seconds as you can. You can do it for 5 seconds, 20 seconds, up to a minute. Another good stretch is many flank plane people have to the muscles, because blood's not getting to the muscles, is to try to hold the back of the chair and then turn. Many of you are going to feel a cramp because you're not used to getting blood to those muscles, and turn. Hold as long as you can, 5 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute. Work on your breathing. We have instructions on breathing on the YouTube channel. Inspirations in, expirations out. Remember, slow breaths in, 3 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Breathe through your nostril. Nostril breathing actually helps slow down the adrenaline and activates parasympathetic. Same thing on the other side. Good. From my exercises, it's hard for me to multitask this way. Alrighty, so the other thing is called a frog-leg maneuver, or the modified goddess, I guess, or male god pose. Is you're going to lean forward. It's going to lean forward. Some of you might just lean forward into your thighs, and some of you are going to lean forward to put your hands on the floor. Just lean forward. And then you're going to feel dizzy. Get your head down, and just do the best you can. And work on your breathing. Work on your breathing. This is a great chance to work on what we call the orthostatic training, where you're getting used to your head in different positions, getting your brain used to getting that blood in different positions in that level of things. As many seconds you can, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute. Many of you are going to have a challenge initially, That's part where the orthostatic training, get your brain used to that area. The next level of things is going to be more of the legs. I'll pull the chair to the side. Will be easier. Is what do you call it? Chest stretch. Many of you have challenges. We're going to actually try to lift up and stretch up, like you're almost trying to get a straight line. It's good for the chest stretch. Maybe you have an issue with that. You can't. Just put your your butt on the chair, and it's almost like you're lifting your shoulders up to your ears. And just do that for 5, 10, 20 seconds. If it's too much, relax your shoulders. Lift up and down. Just keep doing it. And try it if you can at times. Lift your tush and your butt up. These are all good exercises. And we come back, do some neck rolls to work it out. Forward, and then back. You turn your head sideways, slowly. And slow down more than I'm doing. Head forward, sideways. Now the last one, it's a little more trickier for people. It's actually called like the lunge. We're actually going to use the chair, and you have to sort of think about this one. What you're going to do is put your hand on the back of the chair. Your back sits, the hand on the front of the chair, and you're going to straddle it. So you put your thigh here, and you're just going to put your thigh there and just hold it like this. And you might need to put a pillow there or a pad, something like cushion it. It's a hard chair. And some of you might actually put your hands up in the air, hands on the chest, hands on the chair. Some of you might want to do a little challenge to lift up, hands on the chair. Some of you might actually put your hands all the way up and lift up. How many seconds you want to do is your choice. And you can do it, and do the other leg too. I'm on a slippery carpet here. That was a little foolish on my part, so make sure your ground is not too wavy. Same thing here. Lift up. If you want to, no. It's all good. So we're coming back here. Last minute of grounding. You want it as much as work you've done stretching, some core strengthening, mobility. At the end, you want to really take some few moments just to sit there, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just to calm, breathing in, breathing out. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And truly take your time and let your body settle in. You're gonna find you're actually a little more winded and panting and heart rate up. Chair yoga can help with mobility, core strength, get the blood moving from the lower part of the body and control the adrenaline. I really am highly grateful that you are watching this and trying. Any exercise helps in the forward motion, improving your health. And again, we appreciate you greatly. Thank you.